is a thing called a pilot, or most people call it cow catchers, though they didn't catch pilots, didn't catch cows. They just basically kept anything away that would be in front. And they're made of oak. And what we did, we had only a very few pieces, but we have pictures and just enough so we knew what there was to make it out of. So this is kind of the kit of the oak, which we will next summer have a gentleman who's a very good cabinet maker will make the two, one for each end of the car. Underneath it is some leftover southern yellow pine. The barnstormers gave us a few extra pieces, which is nice because we have had to use them. And then the original sills are this pile of material right here. We're saving them just a little bit longer in case there's some information on them that we might need, though we're pretty close to being through with them. And we'll send them out. If anybody wants some souvenirs, why, there they are. We have plenty. And these are the teeth of the pilot, these shorter pieces right here. We have long teeth and short teeth, and then there are various other parts of the actual frame. This is oak, which was red oak, which was the flooring in a factory in New Jersey. And I think it was quite a bit thicker, so they planed it down to size. And all we have to do is bevel the corners and then fix the ends. All we have to do. It's going to take a lot of figuring because there's lots of compound angles in it. That'll be fun for our friend Tom Dow to do.
Right.
This is the first of the two trucks for 100, and it's largely going together. All the pieces have either been remade or rebuilt. I'm going to start from the end here and work up to the center of the truck, and then it's the same on the other end. This is the frame, which is a piece of heavy iron that's bent into a large rectangle, and that's what ties everything together. On the end of the frame are a couple of rollers, and there's a beam that rides on them where the brakes pull in. So this is toward the center of the locomotive. Right in here will go the wheels and axles, and then in here will go the motor, end of which sits on the axle. This is a motor mount, which is a casting that has a bar that sits in it. We had to make new ones because the old ones were just completely rotted away. This is a brake shoe head, where the steel brake shoe sits, and a brake beam, which we had to rebuild because it was all badly worn out. In here, you can't see them anymore, but the leaf springs, one here, one on the other side, have to be compressed. So this pin is just there for stability, but so that these pins can be pressed, pushed across here, and hold the leaf spring down. And then when there's weight on the locomotive, when it goes on the rough track, it can kind of bounce up and down. We're fairly close to getting this together. We just have to devise some way of maybe a channel iron across with a threaded rod vertically on each side so we can squeeze it down, push the pin through, and then you can let them off and nothing will happen.